make it hard when you try to do something else. You understand? So really, that's all I did. I came in here, I learned and I studied, and I was diligent to the truth. And I took what I learned from these mighty men and I put it all on the earth. Every zone that was untouched, pause. I went in there and I said, I'm taking that. You understand?
Yeah, right.
Big pause, Cap. big pause. But that's just what it was for me. If I saw a zone that needed help and I knew I was close within a 2-hour radius, I'm going in there, man. Pause.
Right. No diddy. Right. Man,
Big
y'all don't know, man. Captain Hadar, man, the brother, you know what I'm saying, he was running the t-shirt department, you know what I'm saying, for some years in the day. Brother never, you know what I'm saying, would let me pay for a t-shirt, you know what I'm saying. I got spoiled, you understand? And so that burden been passed on to Officer Yaradon. Yeah, he's taking on that burden. And it's a beautiful burden to have. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the rest of you niggas got to pay. Right? But hell of a job, Cap, you know what I'm saying, raising up. We appreciate you hosting all of the I.S.U.P.K, Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. Please come out. You know what I mean? Come see what the Israelites is all about. We got General Hyman later on tonight, 7 p.m. You know what I'm saying? Scripture breakdown. You know that's gonna be powerful. Hey, none of y'all fucking with General Hyman in the scriptures. Excuse my language. You know what I'm saying? Whatever question you may have, counseling, a real powerful brother, you know what I'm saying, in the work of the Lord, man. Ain't no messing with the U.P.K. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you. It just ain't. The generals, man, bad as shit. Captains, officers, troopers, and assistants, even the children. You understand? If you got a dog, ain't nobody messing with a dog in the I.S.U.P.K.
Damn right.
We was popping right now. And that's how we got to carry ourselves, man. So we appreciate you, Cap, coming on.
Salaki, y'all.
Go ahead,
I gotta get the shirt to Cap Malquad. We got the shirt on deck. So we can show y'all the new Fire Weekend shirt.
Damn right. You know what I'm saying? And don't ask me what I paid for it, neither, all right? Man, listen, while he doing that, you know what I'm saying, there's another powerful brother that I want to bring up that came all the way, you know what I'm saying, from the northeast of the south. You understand? Officer Yaramayak, you understand? Yaramak, Lockie, you know what I'm saying? Come on up, priest, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, that's powerful there. Most time, let me put that to the collection, you know what I'm saying? My rear be hating on me, you know, when the brothers give me free stuff. She is a big hater. You understand? Go ahead, huh?
Fire Weekend in the D. No diddy. Most High Christ.
Officer Yaramayak, right? Most I got to get that name right. What's going on, priest? Talk to me, man.
Man, we got the road, man. 12-hour drive up here.
Dang.
Yeah, man. We made
Get
it.
a brother a hand, y'all.
Right.
12 hours. You took the whole 12? Oh, you asking about Most High Christ?
We did it though. Damn right. Mountains we got up here, man, to rock out with y'all.
Most High Christ. Real popular clothing line in the I.S.U.P.K. Expand, break down the clothing line that you got, and where can we get your gear?
Yeah, Khan. So the clothing line is called Javelin. Of course, my name in the Hebrew, it means the Lord Javelin. So I played the line off of that. About this time last year, I went to the Passover, man, and I started wearing my own sweatsuits. And I had an idea to iron on some of my own symbols on the sweatsuits, and brothers was kind of looking at them, asking me, what's that? What is that? Where you get that from? So I had my own kind of style with it. So
damn right.
From then, I just decided to go ahead and start something to try to compete. You understand, with the world. What the world is doing, what they fashion and what they designs, of course, they don't mean nothing. Yeah. A lot of brothers go crazy over the Fendi, the Gucci, the Prada, the Louis Vuitton and whatnot. So I decided to bring something to the truth that's gonna compete with the world as far as in the fashion sense. Because we already kicking their ass when it comes to the music, when it comes to the truth, when it comes to the scriptures. Now, we could get in the fighting ring. That's right. When it comes to the wear, to the One West wear, you understand? So that's pretty much it as far as with man, listen, and the gear bad and shit. I like how you
took the letters and went and even across the shoulders. That's that's monumental in itself. You know what I'm saying? To be able to come do that. Where did the inspiration to create this come from?
I mean, just sitting down in my room, and again, I'm like, just looking at what I'm seeing coming from the world, right? And I'm seeing how the industry is changing as far as with clothing.
Exactly.
And so I look at it, and I start realizing that people is making these clothes, they getting rich off these clothes and whatnot, but it has no meaning behind it.
Right.
It has, like, they wearing it.
Yeah.
You understand? It had no meaning. So I know we on the Chainbreakers podcast, I remember me and Thabawan, we kind of came up with the slogan that when you rock javelin, discipline is engraved in the fibers of it.
Damn right.
So when you put it on, it's something that you could go to the club and you understand, you could fly, and people in the world is gonna look at you and say, what is that? What is you wearing?
Exactly.
You understand? But what you wearing, it still means something. It still got the shield on. It's still representing who we are as a nation, and it's still gonna start that conversation to go ahead and start speaking the truth to our people. So that's just sitting down in my room and coming up with these designs. I don't, that's it pop in my mind like a dream, and I see it. And then I go in and I make it, and I drop my seasons for it. So that's pretty much how I have it.
And it's having you brought that out because fashion is an important thing, and I'm sure you studied fashion. In your opinion, what do you think is the spirit behind why our people will support Fendi and Prada and all these different white clothing lines opposed to supporting our own? What you think the spirit behind that is?
Because our people believe that the oppressor is the one that's in power. They believe that the white man is the one who sets the trends, even though we know subconsciously that niggas are the ones who set the trends.
Come on. Damn right.
So when we look at Fendi and Prada, we think that these are the monumentals. We think that these are the fathers of our style, of our wear. When you understand, and truthfully, if black people as a whole looked at each other and realized that we're the ones who concrete this fashion industry, we're the ones who concrete the rap game, then we wouldn't look to these heathens for nothing else. We would start to look at each other. We would start to say, you understand, that the FL wore Florida wear with ITHES, that's the fashion.
Right.
You understand?
Big shout out to ITHES, Florida wear, I.S.U.P.K, another clothing line you should support.
I mean, Officer Kowal out of Fayetteville, the shirts that he make, the Ghetto Angels. That's one of my favorite shirts.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that and the Resurrection, like that's the fashion. That's what's hot, and what makes it hot is not only the meaning behind it.
That's right.
But what makes it hot is that it's coming from a brother.
That's right.
It's coming from a brother who sat down in the same ghetto that you sat down there, who was raised in the same hardship you was raised in. And in that hardship, when I look at them shirts, man, I see diamonds. I see jewels because it was molded from nothing.
That's right.
And it turned into something precious. That Louis Vuitton and that Fendi, that ain't nothing. They got millions and millions of dollars, and they got hundreds and hundreds of people that are designers to come up with that weak ass clothing. It ain't nothing but an F. It's an F on a goddamn shirt, but because we idolize our oppressors so much,
that's right,
we make it something that is not.
That's right.
When what the brothers doing in the truth, what y'all doing with the music, what y'all doing with the clothing, what y'all doing with everything.
That's right.
That is what is monumental, and that's what brothers need to cleave to.
Damn right.
So I decided to step into it and just add my break. That's all I did. Special.
Go ahead,
Yeah, kind of could just make one comment. I mean, if you're a brother in the world, of course, brothers in the UPK, we rock javelin all the time.
That's right.
If you're a brother in the world and you wise, you might want to get you some javelin, get you a real nigga university. The type of clothing that we wear is garnished just so much attention, and it's different. That's what a lot of people are drawn to it. It's like,
I remember back in the day, FUBU was cracking. You understand? But FUBU, remember FUBU? I'm telling my age now, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And cross colors, remember all that? These things went out of business because you rather wear Tommy Hilfiger. Like we so destroyed, we rather support, you know what I'm saying, white people business than support our own. Right. You get my point? You know what I'm saying? When we need to support our own. Come on, Kodai.
Count out on Salagi, sir. Just to piggyback on what y'all saying, a lot of our people, they fall for something called the lure of the exotic. Like they hate themselves so much that they go for something that they consider exotic. Like you might hear Versace or some other bull crap with a foreign name. It's Versace. What's the damn shoes? The shoes Versace or Hirachis, something like that. So now Cap might not like this, but he has some boots. I told him if you just name them the Hadariala boots, they'll sell for $700.
Damn right.
You feel me? So that's all. Our people is just distracted by exotic names and stuff outside of themselves. If it was the Jerome boot, it'd probably be $2.
Right.
You know?
Damn right. We dealing with that's it. I mean, the spirit behind buying clothes is that it exposes the self-hatred. Like the self-hatred that exists amongst us is real. You understand? And what do you expect, you know what I'm saying, to learn? Self-hatred is taught by the so-called white man.
Right.
So what is the reverse effect is that we got to go our extra mile in loving us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, trust me. The gear that brothers and sisters making clothes too. It fits well. You know what I'm saying? It's just as quality as what the white man making. The problem is that because it comes from white people, we so destroy, and because we worship them, we rather buy from them than buy from our own.
That's a fact.
They put a store up, we rather go to their store than go to our store.
Right.
We rather go to their schools and learn from them than learn from us.
Right.
We are completely destroyed, you know what I'm saying, because of the self-hatred that we've been taught in this place.
Also, if I may, like even talking about the so-called black businesses out there in the world or whatever the case may be, they will still start off and try to make it only black this, black that, pro-black or whatever. But after a certain point in time, they will start to water down and assimilate to what the white man's got going on. Right. They'll start throwing, weed this, popping hose this, and so forth and so forth. Such. They will branch out and change their brand to make sure it sells. Right. The one thing about Javelin and diversitymall.com and I.S.U.P.K Florida wear and so forth and such is that it doesn't change. Exactly. We're not going to assimilate for sales. We're not going to change the foundation of what we built just for some cash.
Right.
You understand? It's one west of the step.
Right. Damn right.
Y'all got anything you want to say before we close this thing out?
That's a heavy point that I wanted to touch on. What all of y'all really just said.
Go ahead.
Is that like you'll never buy a Javelin shirt for $700. Like a lot of people, I think in the world, we chasing that white man status so much that we devalue ourselves. My value ain't in the price of a shirt. My value ain't in the price of whatever I sell you. My value is what product I'm giving you and what it means behind it. I'm trying to give brothers a chance with an opportunity to put something on their back to clothe themselves, and it actually means something. And actually, they can walk into the spot and know that they got something. So when a sister say, "Oh, what shirt you rocking? What shirt is that?" They can say, "Oh, this is a Javelin." She say, "Well, this is my brother. This a brother. This a brother who do work for the Lord. This a brother who do this, that, this, that, and the third." Whatever you want to say.
That's right.
And I think that a lot of times we fall short again, chasing after our oppressor. He want to sell us Fendi shirts for $500. He want to sell us Balenciaga shoes for $800.
Right.
For a shirt that you paying $500 for a T-shirt that costs $5 to make it from Vietnamese shop.
Right.
And you paying $500 just because it say Fendi. Nigga, is you crazy?
Right. And that's the problem.
I wonder how much money black people even spend on clothes alone.
They can fill their
other nations. Go ahead.
They can fill their wardrobe with one shirt of them designer shirts, man.
That's great.
That's our problem. Instead of sticking together, and not just sticking together, but black people who are in position to produce certain things for our people.
Yeah.
Be fair.
That's right.
Understand? Don't overhead your people. This shirt, the shirt you got costs $5 to get it.
That's right.
It may be cost $12 to manufacture.
Right.
You're gonna sell it for $200?
Come on,
Who you fooling?
Come on,
Understand? Now you trying to make that, you trying to market that up to a people that's broken. They ain't gonna buy it. They gonna go to Fendi, and you're gonna be hurt talking about why we ain't supporting black businesses, because we broken all across the board. The suppliers don't know how to supply, and the people that's buying don't know where to buy from.
Exactly.
So that's why we need Commander YAHANNA. We need the Israelite School of U.P.K.
Right.
Not only just for the truth, but how to live in this world so that we can get back to business. Because right now we ain't handling it. You understand? That's a hole in the world.
Damn right.
What does this shirt mean? What does it say? And what's so meaning behind it?
So this is the redemption. You understand? This is the season 3 redemption. you know, I was sitting in my room. I had, you know, had some things going on, man, and really all of my seasons that have meanings behind them. So the first one was the Armory. That was season 1. Season 2 was Redcon 1, and season 3 is Redemption. And so the Redemption, man, is just really for the summer. It was like just like a bounce back, like a redeeming of myself. Of course, we know redemption is you know, when we're talking about Israel, there's certain scriptures where we had to be redeemed, even by King David when he fought Goliath.
That's what I wanted to get to.
In the book of Numbers, where we had, you know, he had to take that javelin and throw it through that Moabite and that brother back, you know, to redeem the nation of Israel. So that redemption is something that, you know, this summer I felt like this was a summer that I had to bounce back. You understand? Because you know, I was, you know, not to get too deep into it, but it was like a slump. You understand? Like a sort of slump. So I had to bounce back from it. So I decided to name season 3 Redemption. I was gonna come hard. I was gonna come heavy.
You came hard.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Ron. You understand? Was that it, Pre?
Yeah, that's
man. Listen, get that redemption. You know what I'm saying, from the brother. Man, we've been had a hell of a podcast. You know what I mean? A great way to end it. You know, I'm bringing out the t-shirts. Like they say, these t-shirts mean something. You see, Officer of my yard, real nigga university. You know what I'm saying? Because we feel like in the I.S.U.P.K, which I know we are the realest niggas on the planet.
Damn right, Cap.
You understand?
Damn right.
Hey, Shalom, can you hear me?
Shalom.
Hey, Shalom, I can hear you.
Shalom, Christ. Can you hear me? I hear you just good. Just fine, Yarma. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Khan, we hear you.
Most High in Christ.
Can you hear me?
Khan, so we hear you.
Khan. I hear you just fine, sir. Hey, we in here. Oh boy, here you go. Most High.
All right.
We hear him too.
Yeah. Hey, Shalom, Lord in Christ. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Adawan?
Shalom, all right, man. Everything's to all.
Everything good, man. Yarmak, what's up, bro?
Ain't not much, man. Chilling.
Khan. We back up in this joint. What's good, Hawan?
You know, I'm chilling forever.
Hey. Most High in Christ, man. Hey, man, we back up in this joint, man. Chain Breakers podcast. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? We back in full effect. I know y'all missed us last week. You know what I'm saying? Brothers was out there holding it down in the Motor City. You know what I'm saying? Up in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Representing, you know what I mean, for the I.S.U.P.K Midwest Fire Weekend, for the cookout we hold every year. You know what I mean? So unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it out there. But Hawan, Yarmak, I know y'all was out there. Kat, did you make it out there?
Yeah, I wouldn't even make it out there, man.
Con, me neither. Yeah. Sad situation. But Yarmak, how was that joint, man?
It was all right, man. It was a good experience, man, going out there to Detroit. Commander Jenny Hanna said it best. You know, he hate that city. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't like that city either. Just because of the destruction they did to it, man. They really, like, Esau really did a number on Detroit and the brothers and sisters there. You know, so Captain, shout out Hadar Yahalla, man. He got his work cut out for him, man, to try to rebuild that city up, because they did a number on it, man. But he's the man for the job. The cookout was fun, man. Hey, shout out to Captain Akkad. That album release party was off the goddamn chain. It was off the hook. The city showed us love. You know, if I shout out everybody, we'd be here all day. I know y'all want to get into the show, man, but just, you know, shout out Commander Jimmy and Hannah and all the brothers who put in their brick to make sure that cookout was everything that it was, man. I, you know, can't wait for the next one. I will be back. That's it.
Damn right. Most High in Christ, man. So I think what we got next is I think Harlem is next.
Man.
I think Harlem is next.
The way these cookouts are set up, man, y'all like fighting against me. Y'all
right.
On the 7th, y'all be having the cookouts on the 31st. Like,
right. Yo, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be in the building for that one. You know what I'm saying? For New York, you know what I'm saying? I'm certainly gonna try to be. Say what?
I said you got the cheat code.
Kind of, you know what I'm saying? But it's becoming less of a cheat code without, you know what I mean, without getting too, personal and everything, man. Like my crib in New York, people keep moving back. Like,
Yeah.
so
On the stoop in a
yeah,
second.
right. All them extra rooms is dwindling. You know what I'm saying? And usually for the cookout, I try to bring, my son. I try to bring my rib and everything. So, but we'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure that's gonna be lit. That's gonna be Tawab. You know what I mean? But yeah, we back in full effect, man. Chain Breakers Podcast brought to you by the I.S.U.P.K, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA, teaching the truth of the Bible since 1969. That blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are the true Jews, the true Israelites of the Bible. You understand? And this show, is one of many podcasts we have in the I.S.U.P.K, where we like to, break things down. And what we like to do on this show specifically is break the chains of oppression off the minds of the people. The physical chains was taken off some 200 years ago, and our people think that we're free now because of that, but that couldn't be further from the truth. The mental chains are worse than the physical chains, and we see things every day that show that we are still in captivity, still in bondage, and we're going to prove it. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to break those mental chains by giving the truth to the people. You know what I'm saying? But of course, I am a priest and officer 1000 Tabawan. You know what I'm saying? Joined by, of course, my Ottawa captain of 10,000 Yagarwap. Going on, sir? How's everything out there in OKC, Oklahoma City?
It's always awful out here, you know what I'm saying? But it's what you can expect being in the truth, man.
Come on, come.
We look for to be in hell.
Come on. Damn right.
It's like General Sharma used to always tell us before we go to camp. He asked everybody, "Hey, everybody in hell? Everybody feel like they're in hell? Well, you know you're in the right place."
Right. Most high in Christ. Damn right, sir. Damn right. Of course, I got my right hand man. You know what I'm saying? My ace. You know what I'm saying? My brother, officer 1,000 yard mock the javelin in the spot. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down, bro. I know you ready to roll. You know what I'm saying? And we got my brother, officer 50 Hawan. You know what I'm saying? Somewhat newly raised officer 50 Hawan. What's going on, bro?
Chilling, man. Ready to get into these topics for real, honestly.
Most high in Christ. All right, that is what it is. Let's go. We gonna jump right into it. You about to say something, y'all, Mark?
I'm about to laugh my ass off. This nigga just keep talking like that.
No sweat.
Hey, remember I.S.U.P.K used to do this the sister salute?
Yeah, shalom. Yahweh Shema Alathab Hashim Yahweh Shai.
What's this one, man?
Salaki, my cover Salaki. Yeah. Hawan is next. He gonna be the next one. You know what I'm saying? He the next one. But all right, so y'all, Mark, what we starting with, man? Like, I know you had a whole. Obviously, y'all, Mark, by the way, has been super duper diligent. You know what I'm saying, in dealing with the show. As far as coming up with new ideas and stuff like that. The brother hit me up with different categories of stories, not different stories. Like he broke up the stories into like, okay, these are like article stories, these are like Facebook stories, these are broken up like that, bro. So the brother's been coming up with the heavy topics that everybody likes to hear. So which one of those would you like to start with first? And then we're gonna introduce a new system that we got in place. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna show y'all just yet, but after we do the first topic, you'll see. Or well, basically during the first topic. But what you got, Yarmak?
Hawan, are you able to access the Facebook Messenger from the laptop or no?
God, I just got on WhatsApp too, so that's why I just shared it, but I haven't shared it because WhatsApp came up.
All right, we'll show you. Let's do the let's go into the greatest player of all time, his son. Let's see what his son, his latest and newest son in the world, man. Let's go to that one, man. Everybody love a little basketball, man. But let's see,
Gotcha.
Hawan, let me know if you're having a hard time pulling it up, pause, and I could do it from where I'm at. Too.
This is a funny guy right here. You see how people they say little things and they just kind of just breeze on by it and just say it. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing.
Just know that when I said what I said, everyone knows exactly who I'm talking about.
Well, just know that there's a player right now on the USA Olympic team who's about 40 years old, and he just had a triple-double in the Olympics.
Man.
He's 40.
Listen, I'm not a LeBron hater, bro. I'm not. You're not gonna make me hate LeBron. I love LeBron. I'm probably gonna cry when he retires. I'm not a LeBron hater, but the greatest of all time is Command. I mean, I was about to say Commander YAHANNA. He is the greatest, but on the basketball court,
No, Commander YAHANNA is the best on the basketball court too.
Imagine how he gonna get up here, go like, my dad used to. Hey, probably though, man. I wouldn't put it past him, man. But
Right.
It's definitely MJ, man. MJ,
No sweat.
Come on, man.
Okay, no sweat. We'll talk about it. But what happened? You said something happened with MJ's son.
Yeah, Juan, I'm out of. If you ain't got it, I'm about to pull it up myself.
Yo, what's going down?
You got it?
Put me on.
Yeah, man. So MJ's son, man, he got, he didn't make it to the league. He was a mediocre college basketball player.
Mm-hmm. Sure was.
But even with all of the money and all of the fame and that he has, really, I don't even know if he's famous, really. I know he got the name. But I don't know if he walked throughout the mall of South Point, would people stop him for anything? I don't know.
No, probably not. Right now, he's probably the last thing before this situation. The last thing he did that made him kind of like people was talking about him was, is he the same son that was messing with Scottie Pippen's wife? I mean, ex-wife.
I believe so.
So yeah, so people. That situation had him, in the news and all of that. You know what I mean? But let's find out what he did, man, because I'm curious.
Yagadar, what you mean Bumpy Johnson's? Yagadar, you gotta explain that one. He said, "Bump, I missed that comment. I forgot what we was talking about." He said, but yeah, so let's get the article up, man. Or the little picture, whatever. And let's see what's going on with the greatest basketball player of all time, eldest son, firstborn.
Yeah. Let's talk about the greatest basketball player of the '90s, son. Let's talk about him.
Of the '90s, right?
Yeah.
You got. Oh, yeah. You got to add
it. He said he hitting them bumps. That's what it is. He said he hitting them bumps in public. Oh no!
Oh man!
Damn! Not the booger sugar.
The booger sugar.
The booger sugar. Oh no!
Ooh, that boy got a whole potted oxygen tank on him.
I love how it says during a poolside lunch, like it's an appetizer, like it's part of the lunch.
This is casual sniff, casual bump.
So like, it's not funny, bro. It's not funny, but damn. So did he? Is there an explanation here?
It's lucky. I got you.
Go ahead, one.
Dropped by Leo. Justin Marcus Jordan, the son of legendary NBA player Michael Jordan, was seen snorting a white powder during a poolside lunch in the south of France. The 33-year-old appeared focused while doing so, then smiled and chatted with friends.
They said the nigga was focused.
I mean, isn't that what that is kind of known for doing though? Like,
he said he was focused.
You know what I mean? Like, y'all remember the movie Flight? Y'all ever seen that with Denzel Washington?
I believe so.
Yeah, there's a part in there where I think he has to go to court, on trial, and you know what I'm saying. And he was he's a horrible alcoholic, like an insane alcoholic.
Yeah,
so he done drank himself into a damn near a coma.
Yep.
And so John Goodman, aka Fred Flintstone, had to come and give him the wake up routine, and which was filled with tons of cocaine. And before you know it, he was back to his normal self. So it's not surprising that they said that he was real focused while he was, as Yagadar said, while he was skiing at the Olympics, while he was in that snow. But go ahead, O1.
I think that's it on the explanation. Description, right?
Hold on. Is it not true? I've been hearing some rumors about this though. Hold up. Because I think he might have responded.
Did he?
Unless it was Cap. It could have been Cap. You know what I'm saying? It could have been one of those things. Yeah, it might have been just, some nonsense somebody said on the internet. Sometimes it's hard to know. But yeah, I don't think he's made any comments on it yet. But what do y'all think, man? Like, what do y'all think, about is it even, I mean, he's a son of a big time celebrity. He has money. He's dating another very, wealthy person. And he's casually doing bumps of cocaine in the south of France. Couldn't somebody argue that this is like the American dream? Because, I mean, if you ever see the movie, I'm only my plane, but if you ever see the movie Superfly, right? If you ever see the movie Superfly, there's a part where, I forgot the dude's name, but he's talking to the main character, Priest, and he sells him. He says, yo, like, you got all this money. He said, and you can sniff a half a key of cocaine every day. Well, ain't that the American dream? So is Marcus Jordan just living the American dream right here, snorting cocaine in the south of France?
Hey, I mean, that's a great question. That's a great question.
Yeah,
I mean,
I would say yeah.
Is this top tier? Is he made it in life?
Right.
Yeah, God.
That's what I would say. Again, it's we can break down why it's wrong, but people will look at this like, yo, I want to sniff cocaine in the south of France.
God.
I mean, why not?
God.
What's the reason?
I mean, when you get rich and you get that money, I mean, goddamn. I mean, come on. Get that type of money is like, this is why people like that, they need the truth just like a poor man needs the truth.
That's right.
They need it more because they got all the money in the world that you got to do. I mean, he can do anything. He can do anything. I mean, why not smoke some cocaine? Why not get high every day and sit in France and do whatever?
Right.
The things they value like you said, that's heavy. You said that's the American dream.
Right.
Get billions of dollars. Go anywhere in the country. I mean, Slovakia, anywhere on the planet.
Right.
Anywhere on the planet. Anywhere on the planet and shit. And what else you gonna do?
Right.
What else you gonna do? People like that need the truth more than a poor man begging on the street. Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, they like him. Hey, they need the truth more than a beggar on the street because they're gonna lose it. They're gonna lose it. They're gonna lose it. They're gonna be like that, snorting, and it's gonna add to more because you're never going to get high enough. I mean, come on. Any addict will tell you you're never going to get high enough.
Right.
You're never going to get high enough to take away this pain, either pain or just want to party, want to feel good,
Right.
Want to just be happy. Be happy. We don't even know how to be happy. We such slaves and downtrodden people. We don't even know how to be happy. Give us $1 million, we'd mess it up. And showing you right here.
Facts.
Good. I yield with that, brother.
Come on.
At what point?
Yeah, yo, man.
At what point do you separate the father from the son, though? I mean, is this still an era in Michael Jordan, or?
You know what? I have a response, but I'm gonna let you finish. But I have a response. Go ahead.
Yeah, is this an era in Michael Jordan? Did Michael Jordan's celebrity status destroy his son? Or did Michael Jordan raise his son to be a respectable man who doesn't do coke? And as an adult, his son decides to go against his father, do something he wasn't raised to do, or is it a little bit of a mixture of both?
I mean, this, you know, because I'm sure because of his name, everybody is going to look at Michael Jordan. Everybody. They're gonna try to evaluate what he did, examine if he did anything wrong, to try to pin it on him being the son of the greatest basketball player of all time. But is that fair to do, or is that wrong to do? I gotta ask the question.
Is it wrong to associate him with his father? Like in this case, like I'm just saying, like almost put some of the blame on his father. Is that what you asking?
Yeah, like is it because of course none of us know these people personally.
Right.
None of us know. I mean, Michael Jordan probably whooped his behind countlessly, telling him to not do drugs. Who knows?
Right.
Or he could have told him it's okay. We don't know what he could have did. But the name alone does it make it fair or right assumption to blame Michael Jordan, even if just a little bit, for his son's actions?
I think it's fair. Specifically, the reason why I say that is because Michael Jordan is not in the truth. Michael Jordan is not in the truth to be able to, you know, to fully raise his son to know, you know, inherently what's right from wrong. You can say, son, don't do drugs. You know, drugs are bad. You can tell your son that. But it's not the same thing as telling your son that doing drugs is a sin against the Most High. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same as teaching your child, you know, as the scriptures say, raise up a child in the way that he should go. You know what I'm saying? I'm paraphrasing, and you know, as he gets older, he won't depart from it. Because so Michael Jordan didn't do that. He, you know, probably raised his son to the best of his ability, around celebrity friends, and you know what I'm saying? And he had riches, he had access to things. I can only imagine that there's going to be a little bit of entitlement with that to some degree, and again, with celebrity comes these vices, these temptations, like, and that's the other part to it. So, and I'm gonna land my plane, but someone could say, well, I mean, what's he doing that's that wrong? It's not like, at least from what we don't know if he's, you know, some kind of, you know, drug addict per se. Somebody might have just been passing around the party powder, and he might have said, oh, I'll take a bump. And there you have it. You know what I'm saying? Which to some people, again, this might be the American dream. Like this might be proof. Like, hey, look, he did good by his son. His son has money. He's out in Europe among the top brass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Probably snorting the finest, purest cocaine that a person can get their hands on. So some people would say, actually, no, he's good. You know what I mean? It's only really us in the truth that would say, oh no, Michael Jordan did fail his son because he wasn't able to equip him or teach him to not, you know, go this route. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only way I would say that. Like the sister Sienna said, it's a bit of both. You know what I'm saying? He's a grown man, but yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Salakiakian, I would say no. I wouldn't blame Jordan.
Okay. Come on.
I wouldn't blame Jordan. You know, because like you're saying, both of y'all were saying, Jordan might have raised him right in telling him not to do drugs. Maybe, but like you were saying, if these brothers, we can't look at people in the world and think they're gonna think like, you know, really straightforward, like brothers in the truth. You know, these people, they are people in the world. So, of course, my father told us not to do drugs, not to sell drugs, not to hustle drugs, not to do nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I mean, he taught us not to do it. But, you know, brothers still did it.
Right.
You know, still did it. You know, we always teaching our kids not to do what's right and what's wrong. But what's going to save us? What's really going to save us is nothing but the truth. We know that, right. You know, right. So we can't look at Michael Jordan and say, yeah, he did a bad job. Well, of course, he probably raised his kid with values, you know, proper values that don't sell drugs, don't hustle, don't snort cocaine, you know, don't do this, don't do that. But we're not going to really, come on, you're not going to really listen to Pops after you say that.
Right.
Come on, you gave him millions of dollars. He probably got a bank account with spending money, over 10 million spending money.
That's
you know,
right.
so he can sit in France and Paris or whatever and snort cocaine. How can and he look at Mike and say, Dad, how can you tell me I can't do this? Got all this money, what else I'm gonna do with it? Am I gonna go to ball? You know, he gonna party, he gonna do whatever, you know. So I wouldn't like exactly blame Michael, you know, Mike for what his son is doing, but it's like you said before. I mean, that's part of the American dream. Get all these millions. You living on millions. You can go anywhere on the planet.
Right.
And what else? You gonna fault him for snorting cocaine? All these things out here, all these elements out here for you to go and be wicked, and we're gonna blame them for being wicked, you know? And they don't have the truth. You know, they don't have the truth. They don't have the thirst for the truth. They don't
Right.
have the hunger for the truth. You know, they don't even understand it. Like, what them niggas doing? Them niggas, you know, what are they look at us like we crazy, you know? And we're gonna tell them you can, and they look at me, and if I say, hey, I'm gonna help you out, he look at me like, you gonna help me out? Nigga, how can you help me out? I got millions of dollars. I got a bank account with over 20 million in it. Well, how can you
Right.
help me out? You know? So it's
Right.
you know, it's tough for our people. You know
Come,
what I'm saying?
come.
We know about the curses. We know about the curses. We gonna blow it.
Right.
We gonna just be jacked up. You can give us all the money in the world. We still gonna be jacked up without the truth, following
That's
the Most
right.
High.
That's right.
You know? Man, I yield, brother.
Come. Damn right.
Yeah, that's heavy. This is heavy, man. So that was my question. My thoughts on it. I think it's a little bit of both of yours. I think that you definitely can blame Michael Jordan only in this sense. Michael, I feel like, and it's kind of like a two. It's confusing because when you're coming from where MJ comes from, when you're coming from where LeBron James come from, when you're raised in a society that is designed to be against you, and you're raised in oppression, and you're raised in poverty, and so on and so forth, your only way out is what you see has worked to remove. Like Papa, me and you was having this conversation, I think yesterday, about how when we look at a baby and we see how a baby takes a fork and tries to stick it into the socket, because we're adults. We think of that baby like you're retarded, like there is something wrong with you. But something in us can remember what it may have been like to be a child,
right?
The curiosity to see what happens if I stick this metal fork in this outlet. That level, I can understand it. And so, being a Michael Jordan or a LeBron James, I can understand why they put like the Bible says this. The Bible says by the mercies of God, to present your bodies as a living sacrifice. But when we're supposed to do that, we're supposed to present our bodies as a sacrifice to the Most High. That's what we're supposed to do. The problem is that when we're living in this oppression, we give our bodies up in the world as a sacrifice to whatever God is going to get us out of oppression. Whatever God that is. That's why back in Egypt, we gave our sacrifice to Baal, because Baal was the god of the harvest, and we wanted to eat because we were starving. Well, we're here in America, we'll give our bodies up to basketball.
That's right.
God to be the NFL. We'll make our God to be a running track or whatever it is that's going to eliminate this oppression up off of us. The problem is that in doing that, we're not teaching our children to be admonishing of the Most High.
That's right.
Going to be lost. So now we're going to go and be free from oppression. Michael Jordan is free from oppression. He's living an American dream. His sons are free from oppression. They're living the American dream. If I could, this is Ephesians 6 and 4. It says, "And ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nurturing and admonition of the Lord." Like, this is what we have to never, ever leave. No matter if we're trying to be rap artists, no matter if we're trying to run a famous clothing line, no matter if we're trying to be basketball players, whatever we're trying to do to alleviate this oppression, we have to always remember to admonish the Most High, to serve Him. Otherwise, we'll serve every other God. And here's the end all be all of what I'm saying. The same way Michael Jordan and LeBron James dribbled that basketball day in and day out, made that basketball their God to alleviate that oppression that they had on them. The same way they used that to beat oppression, his son is using cocaine to beat his.
Right.
Is being oppressed by something that you can't even imagine. You can't imagine what it's like being Michael Jordan's son and sucking at basketball. You can't imagine the critique that he has gotten his whole life and knowing that he will never amount to nothing. You can't imagine why he would think to sleep with Scottie Pippen's ex-wife. You can't imagine. What if in his mind he has to do something? Because no one will stop me in South Point Mall. They'll stop my dad. They'll stop my dad if he comes to the city. But me, I'm nothing. I'm trash compared to my family name. I've done nothing compared to my family name. What do you think he's going through in his head? And that is oppression to him.
That's right.
And you may not understand it because that's the type of oppression most of us will never have. But it is common in history.
That's right.
You ever watch the movie Gladiator when before they killed the main character, the son of the king was mad because he felt like he was being disowned. Go lay down, bro. Go lay down. He felt like he was being disowned because he didn't do anything. I feel like Marcus Jordan going through the same thing, man. And he trying to fight that oppression. I yield.
Damn right. Damn right. No, I completely agree. Hey, change your what you would call it, Yarmak.
Nah, I'm you, bro. I'm you.
No sweat, leave it. God. All right. Are we ready to pause, reveal the joint? Are we ready for that, Yarmak?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's get it up on the screen and I can break it down to the people. Go ahead.
We got some comments. Let's read the comments real quick. Normally, you're a reflection of your parents unless you change up your ways and grow up to not be like your parents. Right? Money don't make you a great father. It takes something else like law, statutes, commandments. Obviously, y'all got a dog, very wise.
Damn right.
Sister Chelsea said definitely could be environmental, like he's been around it growing up. Could be. I mean, it
could be.
Could be. Conquering the world while he was at home. You know, who knows?
That's true. Very true.
That's a success story in the world. I'm with Cap. It's not on MJ. Let's see. Apostle Paul said, "I noticed most of these stars' children are wicked. What do you think is due to Ottawa? Like, what do you think is due to Ottawa, Magic Johnson's son, D Wade, and others like their success has become a crutch to their kid?" I mean, that's a good question.
It's a great question.
I think it was just broken down again. Yeah. Just in short, I think this the disservice to the Most High. I think the Lord has a way of teaching us all lessons. And even though you feel like one God or one avenue has moved you out of one oppression, the Lord knows how to put another one on you. And so you think you're rich, but he'll put cocaine in your son's nose.
That's right. That's right.
Your son knows so much until your son unalives himself.
That's right.
And all of that money that you have, you'll feel the pain that Pharaoh had when he didn't let Moses free. And the children of Israel, you'll feel that pain. You understand? And that's how the Lord will get you. You think you're the greatest king. You think you're on top of the world, huh? Until he unalives your son. Because you did not teach him to follow him and to serve God. So I think that's that. And same thing with Magic Johnson. I know Magic Johnson hate that. He can hide it all he want, but he don't love his son being what he is.
Not at all.
Okay.
Yeah. So
not at all.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine, bro? Magic Johnson's son is like 6'10". Like, bro, he probably, if he would have played, he probably would have been way better than Marcus Jordan.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying? And instead, he turned into a 6'9" fairy. It is really, really bad. So yeah, I think one of the problems, one of the issues, and I think everybody's kind of mentioned it and discussed it, is that when you have that kind of celebrity, Kat mentioned it too, when you have that kind of celebrity like a Michael Jordan, like a Magic Johnson, for one, it becomes increasingly difficult to have the most influence over your children. Why do I say that? Think about how many people Magic Johnson paused, or maybe not paused, but think about how many people Magic Johnson had to please over his career. He had to worry about not saying things that would upset the people who gave him endorsement dollars, not saying things to upset the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then he's on the road all the time. You know what I'm saying? Playing games, doing different campaigns, you know what I mean? Shooting commercials, all kind of stuff. So it's increasingly difficult for you to have the same influence that a brother. I mean, y'all see me, y'all see the brothers in the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? My son go to class with me. My son be on the show with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I can't take him to camp with me yet, but you better believe he's going to be there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm able to have a certain element of influence over my son. You know what I'm saying? No one's going to influence him more than me. But these celebrities, they got too many people that they are trying to please so they can keep those dollars flowing. Dwayne Wade right now, you want to know why he sacrificed his son? Look at how much celebrity. He's gotten more celebrity after the NBA. He's gotten more celebrity. He's been on the cover of more magazines. You know, how many years after he won the league MVP? Well, he never won the league MVP, excuse me. Finals MVP. All because he's appeasing certain ideals, you know what I'm saying, in the public. So a lot of times, to answer your question, of course, Sapar, is, again, these people's parents become addicted to money. They want to get out the hood. Dwayne Wade is from the ghettos of Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Magic Johnson is from Michigan. These people, LeBron James, these people want to get out of their situation, and then they get the dollars, and it's like a junkie. You give a junkie money, what you think he's gonna do? You think he'll become a good, upstanding citizen? No, he's gonna become an even bigger junkie. So now that they're addicted to the dollars, they're gonna do anything to keep the dollars flowing. If that means letting your son put nail polish on his hands and feet, even though he's 6'7", then so be it. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of these celebrities, they just don't have the integrity it takes to really be like, I'm not accepting that type, you know what I'm saying, type of thing. But I'll land my plane on that.
Damn right. Yeah, man. That's a great question, of course, Paul. Next, we're going to get into another feature that we're getting ready to add to the Chain Breakers podcast. We're still working out a few kinks.
Let's go. And y'all better participate, bro. I'm telling you.
There's 15 of y'all in here, 15 and 17 of y'all watching, man. Y'all got to rock out with us. Here we go. I'm going to share my screen. Can you see it?
God. Woo! There it is.
Yeah, man.
Right. Yeah.
Listen, man. Y'all say it all the time growing up. Jesus, take the wheel. You got the wheel right now. You can drive the boat. Go ahead, man. Click that link, right? Or take your phone, scan that QR code. If you scan that QR code, you can go and you can choose what topic you want us to discuss next. Or if you don't want to scan the QR code, just go to slido.com. That's SLIDO.com. Type in the number 7048869. One West. You understand? You know how it is. Click the answer choice that you want to pick. You know, we're gonna give it about what, a couple minutes, stop on what you think?
Yeah, we're gonna give it a couple minutes, give it like 5 minutes or so. It's easy work.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna take a little 2-minute break real quick. I don't know if you brothers want to stay up here and talk, but and then when we come back, we're gonna see what y'all voted, what y'all want to talk about, and then we're gonna talk about, man. Y'all decide, man. It's in y'all hands, man. So again, shout out to Officer Tabawan for coming up with this, man. He manufactured the whole thing. Officer Rock as well. I think he had the idea as well.
Absolutely. Shout out to Rock.
Yeah, shout out to those brothers, man. But y'all know what to do, man. Let's do it. Don't wait on me. Do it now.
Right.
What on that commercial say? You're on the couch right now. You're not doing
Right.
anything. With
Right.
Go ahead and click the link, man. What are you waiting for? Call the number. Stop waiting. But I'll be back.
Damn right. Con. So yeah, so those are the options. You can scan that QR code, right? Or you can just go to the website and just type in that number. It'll take you right to the page where you can submit your answer. You click which one you want. Oh, we already got one. Oh, Most High in Christ. Congratulations. You are the first person to do the vote here on the Chain Breakers podcast. All right. So these are the options for the topics that we're going to be discussing next. Who is the prize? The man or the woman right now has 100% of the votes. If you want something else to be the topic, you better get in there and cast your vote. You know what I'm saying? Before, or that's going to be the one that takes it away. Again, shout out to Officer of 5000 I rock over Durham, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that he basically sent me on a mission to find something like this. And I was able to do it, and here we have it. I know that Commander General YAHANNA has been interested in this as well. So we think of this almost like a test run. You know what I'm saying? This might be something. I see Yagadar say he's going to be borrowing this for VA. The Most High in Christ, bro. Think about this as something, you might see in more and more UPK shows, podcasts, classes, and so on. You know what I'm saying? So definitely let us know if it works out well for you. The ease of it, you know what I'm saying, the flow and so on and so forth, because we want to start doing things like this, more often. And even if you see that your choice is winning, you better get in there and choose, because again, it can change very, very fast. Matter of fact, while we're waiting for Yarmouth to get back, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I ain't gonna cheat, but I'm gonna cast my vote. So I'm gonna show you how to do this. So I got my phone in my hand. I'm gonna full screen this. All right, so I see it. So I got my phone. I'm gonna look at the QR code on my phone. Boom, scan it. Right. Of course, my child is being bad. He's of course 2 years old. So y'all know how that goes. I got a 2-year-old boy. Y'all know the vibes. So once I scanned it, of course, it took me right to the page. I know it's kind of hard for y'all to see, but it took me right to the options. So let's see which one I ain't gonna tell y'all. Let me see which one I think we should discuss. I guess y'all once I press it, y'all gonna see it on the screen, kind of. Y'all gonna see something change, but I'm not gonna tell y'all. You know what I'm saying, at what point I'm pressing things. Oh, yo, we got a tight race. What?
Yeah, I see more popping up. More popping up. Oh man, look at that.
Snap. It's locked in.
Oh, sure. Look at that.
Yo, y'all better come through with it, man. Y'all better come through with it. So right now, we got a tight race. Oh man, should that one's coming up too. Should a woman be allowed to teach the Bible? Some people want to hear about that, man. That's a hot topic. A lot of y'all go to church, you know what I'm saying, and listen to what do they be calling them, female pastors? What do they be calling them, prophetess?
Yeah, they call them prophets.
Yeah, they be calling them prophetess. You're gonna hear a sermon from Prophetess Jones. Okay, so go ahead, one.
The reason why a lot of sisters go into that because they try to mention Deborah from the Old Testament.
Ah, okay. So we might have to do a little Deborah breakdown, as of course, if that is the next topic. So how are we going to run it? You know what I mean? Of course, we're going to discuss it. Me and Akim going to discuss how we're going to, shuffle things up after a topic is chosen. But more than likely, what we'll do is whichever one gets chosen, we'll then, after we do that topic, we'll take the remaining ones and shuffle them up again and let everybody vote. Or we might just go with the votes that were already established and just do it in that order. So let's just pretend for a second. Let's say should a man have multiple wives had, say, 40%, and it was number one. It wasn't tied. Then we might just do that one next, and then we'll do who is the prize, the man and the woman next. Then we'll do should a woman be allowed to teach the Bible next, and so on. We might run it like that. You know what I mean? Oh man, we got a good amount of participation. Y'all really want to talk about them two topics, man. But we need someone to break the tie. We need the tie to be broken. The sister, shout out to the sister, Shauna Ray. She said this is two Tawab, Most High and Christ.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
I don't know, man. It's a tie. I don't know. Somebody got to break this tie, man. Somebody didn't vote. Somebody get up there and vote, man.
Yeah, we got we got a good amount. And also when you go to it, the beauty of it too, when you see it on your phone, you can see how many people participated as well. And speaking of the devil, Yarmak just said, talking about sticking a fork in a socket. My son is over here playing with an iPhone charger. Nazar, give me that.
See?
And now he mad at me because I took the iPhone charger.
They mad at you.
The audacity, right? These kids, man. All right, so we're gonna give it, I think, 2 more minutes, Yarmak. We'll give it 2 more minutes. We'll see if somebody breaks the tie. If not, you know what we might have to do for the tie? That we might have to flip a coin or something. What you think?
Yeah, flip a bottle cap.
Flip a bottle cap. Speaking of a bottle cap, who got the tequila? Who's sipping something, man? Come on, Yarmak. Don't tell me you're not sipping nothing, bro.
I don't have the support that you think I have.
Come on, man.
Hey! Nigga, hell no, that was a wand, bro. That was a wand.
Hey, man. Okay, so we still got 1 minute left before the poll is closed for now.
I don't have the support, man. I don't got nobody who said, "Damn, Yarmak, you really are a great brother and a great man." And I know you got the Chain Breakers podcast coming up, and I know you're gonna want some tequila. Let me make sure that you have some tequila, so that you can have it. I don't have that. Well, shout out to Officer Hawan. He did text me and tell me that he bought me a beer. So shout out to him. I do got beers though.
Hey,
but I don't know. Nobody decided to get me no tequila though.
Hey, man, it's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? What you need to get is some of that Wild Irish Rose.
Hell,
that's what you need to get. You know what I
pretty
mean?
wild down here.
If you want to step your game up, baby. You want to step your game up, you need that Wild Irish, baby. The polls are officially closed, mother.
No, y'all didn't vote what I thought they was gonna vote, son. Hold on. Zabawada just got in here. We gotta let Zabawada vote.
Hold on. What you think they was gonna vote?
Bro, I thought people was gonna vote if at what point is the marriage bed defiled, bro? I thought that was a quirky one. Like, it's like, what are they talking about? Hold on.
No, bro, you should have. You know what's funny? You should have already known. You should have already known.
I did it.
What does anybody want to talk about? You know what I'm saying? We had about like 13 people vote. It had to be 11 of them had to be brothers. Had to be, because multiple wives is just not going away. It's just not.
Hold on.
And I was thinking of multiple wives. I'm still kind of surprised. I definitely was thinking multiple wives, but I'm still kind of surprised that it took off like that. Everybody went in to talk about it,
I'm gonna be honest, R1. I'm not because even the sisters be kind of like, let's talk about multiple wives. I need an explanation.
Yeah,
I need an explanation for that.
That's what I'm saying. You can just keep on the brothers, because I feel like the sisters be up on that too, like wanting to talk about it. They want an explanation.
Oh, they got a million questions. So, if a man has this many wives, is he supposed to spend an equal amount of time with each wife? Everything. They got questions like that, bro. So I get it. I understand.
Yeah, man. Hey, Zabawada, you got to go vote, Zabawada. You got to tell us when you voted so we know. Rock, you got to do it too. Give them 30 more seconds, man. 30 more seconds. Somebody vote the marriage bed one, man. Come on. You don't want to talk about multiple wives? I hate talking about multiple wives. I hate
it. Mark, can I give him a little bit of background before we get into it of why you hate talking about multiple wives?
Come on, man. Go ahead.
I won't get too crazy.
You got it.
Bro, when me and Yarmak first became an officer, right? And we both was young. I became an officer after him, but we both, we was coming in around the same time. And he just had this reputation for like, you know, everybody. He used to teach the Tuesday class, the brotherhood class, and that topic would just go crazy every time. It's something about I.S.U.P.K, women, and Yarmak was the one always that they would ask questions about this topic. So he just had a reputation for just going in on the sisters every week. He just talking about the sisters every week, right? And one day he came to me, mind you, he's my brother, so like, you know, it is what it is to me. But he was like, I was like, yo, bro, he supposed to teach us something. I'm like, yeah, so you gonna do them the women's scriptures? And he was like, bro. I said, wait a minute, what? You not gonna talk about the sisters? Like, he's like, nah, bro, I'm tired of that topic, bro. Like, nah. And I think he talked about like the parable of the sower or something. And I'm like, yo, man, what the hell is this? Like, he was just known as the resident sister marriage topic person. You know what I'm saying? And then that was like 3 years ago. He has not wanted to teach about that for 3 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I did teach that one class though that had the sister about to cry. Remember that class?
Which one was that?
When I was like, when you look inside the crib and you look at that baby and that love that you got for that baby, that love that you have for that baby, you got to have that for your husband.
Oh man, yeah, y'all
that class too.
Yeah, y'all might be having them classes, man.
That was good.
Yo, hey, so hey, I think the polls are closed, bro.
It is closed, but did we just have a fucking Layasha Allah in the chat without us?
Wait, what?
You might have missed it. I think we just had a whole Allah just happened without us. Hold on. Sienna said, it's Friday, let's take a shot. Somebody said, Chelsea said, let's get it. Then they locked eyes. And then said, Khan, sis.
Oh, hell no.
Man, they just did a Layasha Allah.
Hell no.
Damn.
What?
Chelsea said, if it makes anybody feel better, I voted for should women teach. How about everybody tell us what y'all voted for? Tell us what y'all voted for.
Hey, look, I don't make the rules. See? I don't break the rules.
See? Shantaray, thank you. Thank you. That's the best topic, man.
Look, it doesn't matter. The rules are the rules.
Come on, man. People want to know what we talking about.
People obviously, you want to argue this?
I don't care what they said. I know what they want to know. I know what they want to talk about. They don't know.
Hold up. I think I'm not saying you, but we have to think about the nuance here. This is actually a very good question. Okay. Because the question is not, is a man allowed to have multiple wives? The question is, should a man have multiple wives? That is a different question. I think that is a great question. Okay. And it is what the people want.
Obviously,
you by the I.S.U.P.K.
Obviously, it's what y'all want. Y'all tuning in, so we got to give the people what y'all want. So, without further ado, the question:
should a man? Go ahead, bro.
Should a man have multiple wives? Should he have them? Versus a man having one wife, one household, children, 2 or 3 kids. Versus a man having 2 wives, 3 wives.
There's a lot of ways we can go with this.
4 wives, 5 wives.
It's on you, Cap. I'm a wait.
Nigga,
but that's a lot of.
He threw Cap under the bus.
It's on you, Cap. It's on you, Cap.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you. I would say yes, he should.
Ooh.
Should. Yes, he should. And look, check this out. Check this out, Akim. I'm a man. I have 1 wife. I say a man should have multiple wives. It's good balance. No, why it's good. It's good balance. It's very good balance. It's very good balance. You know what I'm saying? It's no games and no tricks and everything. And understand, when we say that means righteously. That's not right. Out here in the world playing games. No, I don't think that. I say righteously. My brother, he should. He should.
That's right.
Sure, and it work out good. It's a beautiful. When you do it right, like the I.S.U.P.K, you would see people like General Hazian. You know, and you'd be like, wow. You know, General Muhammad. You see them. You see the generals like, wow. Like, you know, see the way it works. See the way it's working. Their wives, you know, and the way they are. You know what I'm saying? You'll see the beauty of it. Be like, hey, that's it. You know what I'm saying? You know. And then sometimes it don't go. Sometimes it don't go with peaches and cream all the time.
That's right.
You know. Sometimes, you know, hey, you got to get a little counsel on it. You know, brothers got to come with a little counsel on it. You know, and you know what I'm saying. You should always get counsel anyway. You know, but it'd be good. You know, but I feel the brother. It's good for a brother to have multiple wives and stuff. You know. And really, and like with me, I'm past the lust-filled age of, hey, oh man, she's bad. Hey, I'm going at her. You know what I'm saying? You know, for me to go and choose to get another wife, I would be like, that's a dynamite sister, and she needs a good husband, just like me.
That's right.
You know?
Oh, snap.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's the way you gotta look at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, like I said, I'm not. You know, we gotta be, as men, we gotta be past the stage of, oh man, she's bad out there, guy. And then you be irresponsible. Then you go and do something, and now you in 2 councils every week. 2 marriage councils every week, and it's going crazy, and you made a mess of it out of the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do it properly and with good, you know, with good sense, you know, good taste, you know, and it could be a beautiful thing. It could be that multiple wife thing could be a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And it'll work out because why? It's a lawful unto the Most High. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. But don't be stupid, brothers and sisters. Don't be stupid. Don't be silly. Don't be irresponsible. You got to be responsible with that.
That's
you know what I'm saying? I admire brothers over me and brothers under me to have multiple wives. I'd be like, y'all amazing. You're Mark, he's amazing. You know what I'm saying? And you got to go like type of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's a job. It's a job. You know what I'm saying? And
that's right.
And I always tell brothers, I always give brothers the analogy of when Christ is passing up those crowns.
Right.
And you done everything right in the truth. You done amazing things. You raised up so many cities and everything, but you treated your ribs like terrible, awful. And your house tried to get to you, and he passed you up. So you did everything. He numbered the things you did. You did all these type of things. You did this and that, but I can't give you this crown because why? You treated your ribs awfully.
Right.
In an awful manner, terrible. So I can't let you have this crown.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to think like that. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about getting multiple wives and stuff like that. But it's a beautiful thing, and I think, brother, go ahead and do it.
That's right. Get down.
You got more women than men.
That's right.
Somebody you're gonna have to step up and have multiple wives. You know what I'm saying? You know, like me down the road, I don't know where it's gonna be, but I'm saying it's like nothing you can go and say, oh, I'm never gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right now, me and my rib, we have a beautiful marriage.
That's right. Damn right. Shout out to
and I wouldn't. I'm not going to say, oh yeah, I would never do it. No, I wouldn't say that. Unfair, and that's not right. You know, that's unfair. That's unfair.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to both of us. You know. So with that, I yield on that, brother.
It's about to screen record you right now, and it's going to be titled "Captain Your Garwap says that brothers are not going to get a crown."
Oh man!
We're about to start a civil war. It's about to be a civil war in the U.K.
Look, brothers, they gonna stay. Brothers gonna make sure they treat them ribs nice.
That's
good,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Cap, you done got hit with the sister. Well said.
Well said.
Well said.
Most place.
Hey,
It's about to be a civil war in the Chainbreakers podcast. And
yo,
I'm about to have a brain aneurysm for this question right here.
I love this topic.
Ottawa, what in the world is wrong with you, man?
Oh my god, yo, I.R.O.C is crazy, bro.
I'm sorry, Ross. This is stupid, but it almost makes you think a little bit. Is it lawful for a bearded woman to shave when denouncing Dykeism?
I.R.O.C is crazy. That's my Ottawa, and that's my brother, so I can say that. He's insane. And you know what's the funny part about it? This is not something he's saying to just be funny. He asked me this the other day. I was with him, as I often am, and he was like, yo, what if a woman grows up? What if she just got some kind of hormone imbalance and she grows a beard? Is it lawful for her to shave? Because the scriptures say you're not supposed to round the corners of your beard.
But that's a good question, though. What is she allowed? Because I'll put it like this, Tabuan. When the Bible says thou shalt not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, can a man go and do that?
No.
Can a woman go and do that?
No.
So when the Bible says that thou shalt not, I'm not paraphrasing, but you can't shave your beard off, can a man do that?
No.
Can a woman do that?
Yes.
Double entendre.
Because when the Bible says about a beard, you gotta that scripture is for men. It ain't talking about the 1 in 18 million gajillion woman that grows a beard because she has some kind of medical condition.
The scriptures say,
yo, Cap is ready to break it down. Cap is ready to break it down. Go ahead, Cap, and tell everybody that I'm right.
Go ahead, break it down.
Listen, brothers. You gotta. A woman should not shave. She can't shave. Know what she's gonna do? She's gonna wax it. She's gonna wax that hair off there. It's not a razor. She's gonna wax it. That's what it came. Hey, look, you got different ways a woman can wax that hair off there. You know, if they have hair up there, you know. So so they can wax it. They won't shave.
Okay, cool. Let's go with that. I mean, hey, y'all know about me when it comes to that. But yeah, what if a brother he come through and he say, man, no, I didn't shave my beard. I waxed that joint off.
See what I'm saying?
Then what?
Hey, I think, bro, check this out. Check this out. A brother know about a brother in the school, he know about the laws and stuff like that. I would be afraid. I would be so afraid to wax some damn hair off my face. You know what I'm saying? I would be afraid. And the brothers in the I.S.U.P.K had more integrity. We wouldn't even want the thought of a brother thinking of us shaving hair off our face. So, you know, that's a good point you're making, your mom. But no, brother, you better not wax that damn hair off your face. You better not wax it, you know. And I don't think, I would think the Lord will hold you accountable for shaving if you wax it off. If a brother wax it off.
So let's say, and so like we gonna get back to the.
I'm about to say, bro.
We're gonna get back to the multiple. I promise we're gonna get back to it. But say a brother marries a woman and she got a beard, like she grows a beard, and the brother tells her that she is not allowed to shave that beard off because it's unlawful. But that woman don't want that beard. Does she have to do it, or does she have to keep that beard?
Hey man, come on. A woman should. I'm telling you, I would have to say, that's not good, man. Then we go out there. Now we're gonna check. Now I'm trying to check. I'm gonna check the brother out now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna examine the brother. Why the hell you want your rib looking like G.I. Joe? You know what I'm saying? You know, but come on, man.
That's what I'm saying. That scripture is not for a woman.
Look, just like I said, let's get counsel. I would tell that brother and that sister, let's get counsel. You know, and let me be your counselor. Because I'm gonna get on both of you. I'm gonna get on you. I'm gonna get on the brother about why the hell you want your real rib with a G.I. Joe beard. You know, why you want your rib looking like that? You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like, you know, come on, man. You know, it's, you know.
Hey, look, sis.
We would get counsel. I'm just asking the hard questions, man.
That beard is gone. That beard is gone.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't make me go look up the Hebrew word and find out that the word for beard is a masculine noun or something that shows that when it's talking about it, it is not talking about a woman. I will find it. Okay. If I'm dealing with a sister, she ain't. I don't care what. And I've seen it. We all know we've seen it. All of us got that one auntie. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. Everybody got that auntie, or you know what I'm saying, or that family member you seen at the family reunion, and she's a sister. That if she don't do nothing, she gonna be looking like, you know what I'm saying? She gonna be looking like Aaron up in here. She gonna be growing a beard down, you know what I'm saying? Coming down like this. Everybody knows somebody like that. It happens. But I'm telling you right now, ain't no sister supposed to have no damn beard. All right, Salakia. All right.
Okay. She's supposed to have a mustache.
Now she my rib.
Is she supposed to have armpit hair?
I mean, that's different.
Okay, all right.
Oh,
all
pause
right.
though. Don't think I'm saying that. I'm saying that I'm just, you know what I mean?
Hey,
I'm saying
welcome to the Chain Breakers podcast, man. I'm gonna ask all the hard questions.
I promise you, ain't nobody on no other podcast talking about armpit hair. I promise you, bro.
Nope.
This is the only place you can get those questions answered about armpit hair and sisters with the mustaches and the beards who are trying to change their life from dykeism. Come on, man.
So, and this is my last question. We're gonna get back to the topic. You got a woman, and she got a hairy mustache,
hairy stash.
She got hair coming out her ears.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. She got hair on her fingertips, and you don't like it. You like her. You like her. She got a vibe. You like her, but you don't like her hair. How do you deal with it? Or do you tell her, hey, you got to get rid of that? You got to get rid of that. And then how do you do it? Don't all answer at once.
Like I said, Salakia, like I said, hair where it's not supposed to be on a woman, you know, she can definitely wax it. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely tell her, hey, you gotta, you know, you gotta go ahead and do it. You gotta wax it. You gotta wax it. You know what I'm saying? You know, come to it with a whole lot of taste. You know, just don't bombard and say, hey, cut that. I'm tired of seeing that. You know, it's irritating me. You know what I'm saying? That hair is just irritating. You know, and I'm standing here with little razors going in, trying to, so just, you know, really, or get counsel. Get counsel on that hair. You're gonna definitely have to get counsel on that hair. You know, get counsel on the hair, and I'm telling you, boy, in I.S.U.P.K, we know how to, we'll really counsel, and we will get to the bottom of it. Get to the bottom of it, and you and the brother and the sister will thank you for it. They will thank us for it. You know, they'll be like, hey, you know, the water, you know, now I see the light. Or the hair.
All right. I do not want to be part of the council. They gonna be in that whole argument back and forth. They gonna say he want me to cut my hair off, but that nigga can't even grow no hair. That nigga,
yo,
baby face. I ain't got dreads, but I'm planning on growing some. Oh man, let me see. Not Trooper Nadiab said that his mother said to make her appointment for the spa. You want me to get rid of She said, "You want me to get rid of this beard? You better make me an appointment to the spa and get rid of it yourself."
Yo,
I'm just about the beard part. I don't think his mom got a beard. I know what you're saying, Nadia.
God.
Let's not harken on this too much longer. Let's get back on the multiple wife topic, man.
Why is it? Why is it? I have to ask this question.
Come
Maybe
on.
the sisters can answer me, and I want some honesty. You know how y'all Mark. You know me. This is my
We
bro
might need to
right here.
start putting these questions up here so they can answer it because it seemed like this is how they want to answer questions. But go ahead.
I mean, we could do that too. You know what I'm saying? We can make one for the topic and then make one for the question and see how people feel, yes or no, or what their opinion is.
Yeah.
My thing with this topic is funny. Like we literally said it when the votes came in. Like, it seems like something that only brothers would be interested in, but it seems like a lot of sisters be actually having a lot to say on the topic, right? Like, they have a lot of questions on the topic. Excuse me. There's a lot of opinions on it and so on. And they be real like, I don't know how to say it, but like it's just funny. Huh?
Pissed off about it?
Yeah. Like even when the sisters were saying they didn't want to deal with the topic, they wasn't saying it like, well, I mean, I think this topic is more interesting. They was almost like, man, I don't know they want to talk about no damn multiple wives. Like they was real like upset about it. And I'm like, I'm gonna answer the question, and I have a question based on that.
Okay, no sweat.
And I don't, again, without being too vulgar or whatever, I would like sisters to chime in. When it comes to the topic of multiple wives, I'm curious to women, what is it about it that makes it so like, whether it be, you think about if your man hasn't had another wife, or if he does have other wives, you think about, maybe you feel like it's demeaning to women that a man can have multiple wives, but a woman can't have multiple husbands.
Answer this.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many aspects to it, and like, what I would like to know is when sisters even think about it. When sisters think about they man potentially having other wives or something like that, if he doesn't already, I wonder, like, I'm not a woman, so I don't know what that thought process is like, because they often will say that, right, y'all, right, Cap? Well, how come a man can have multiple wives, but a woman can't have multiple husbands, right? And we, of course, know that according to the scriptures, one is lawful, one ain't. That's
they
just
know
what
they
it
don't,
is.
they don't want to do that anyway. They know that's not even what they want to do. They don't want multiple.
They don't want multiple men, right? But check it out. A brother, I know I'm going all over the place, bro. Trust me, I'm about to land my plane. Trust me. But like, I remember seeing like a clip like that went viral, kind of like it was like a little comedy like meme joint where it would show the difference between a man and a woman when they find out that their significant other cheated on them, right? So with the woman was like, she asked her man, "Do you love her?" And he was like, "Nah, babe, I only love you. You're the only one I love." And she was like, "Oh, okay." But then when they flipped it into the dude, the woman cheated on the dude. The woman was like, "I don't love him. I love you." He was like, "I don't care about that. Did you suck his?" You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the question. It's like with us, it's a much more physical. Like, wait a minute, you did what? You know what I'm saying? It's like that. So I'd be wondering, do women, when they think of their man with another woman, is that the thing that bothers them? Is it a physical thing, or is it more of you feel like, well, I should be enough? You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't need another woman. You know what I'm saying? Him being with another woman makes me think like I must be less or something like that. So that's my question to the sisters.
Yeah.
And I'm going to just answer this question real quick. Should a man have multiple wives? Yes. Question answered.
Okay.
Does that mean a man has to have multiple wives? No. But should a man have multiple wives? Is there a benefit to a man having more than one wife? Absolutely. 100%.
Let's read the comments a little bit, then I'll answer the question.
Please.
Right. Let me see. We did with the spy. Sean DeRay said, "I don't think women should have to be told to remove their hair. It harbors bacteria." Okay, that's but the hair topic. Nayar, shout out Nayar from South Carolina.
Bitch them up.
They said they feel like they not benefiting from a man having another wife. That's a good point. That is a great point, but I can show you why that's kind of their fault. But since Yana said now y'all said that's where the term "I'd rather cry in a Benz instead of a Honda Accord." Yeah, I never heard that term. Let's see, Shantaray said, I don't think most women want multiple men. Yeah, me either. So that's why I said I think that they usually say that as a combative response or retort. But in actuality, they don't want, because that would be draining. You understand? To have, just imagine having to listen to two Yaramaks that are completely different from each other. Yeah, that'll be insane. You would lose your fucking mind. You wouldn't know what to do. Obviously, Rock says sperm reconstructs a woman's DNA to complement her husband and husbands. I don't know. I might be a little bit lost in what you mean by that, Rock. Stiana says some brother have multiple wives. Okay, so what? Just vibes and be it. She said just vibe. Should a man have multiple wives? I think that the answer is that it depends on the brother. I think that it depends on who that man is. Should every man have multiple wives? No. Should every man be only subject to one woman? No. But I think that it definitely depends on who the brother is. And I don't mean in popularity. I don't mean because a nigga is handsome. He's able to attract multiple women. I think that being able to deal with such a responsibility, even one woman, should be accounted for. And I think that sisters, a lot of that, plays a big role on your part, where you have to determine whether or not this man is fit to handle me and another badass bitch, because that's what y'all consider yourselves to be, right? Badass bitches and whatnot. But you got to be able to determine that in that man before you lay down with him, and you have to be able to say, okay, he's the type of man who could deal with me, deal with my insecurities, deal with my lack of wisdom, my lack of knowledge, teach me, raise me up, protect me, guide me, counsel me. He's the type of man who can deal with it and deal with also having another woman or another 10,000 women if that's what the Lord wants him to have. So that's my answer. Now, you said something, Dabawan, about, I guess, like the issue with a woman and a woman dealing with a man having multiple wives. I'm going to say something. I don't want to say it, and it's probably bad that it's coming from me. But
can I clarify what I'm saying real quick, and you can answer?
Go ahead.
I'm saying real quick that the particular part you're talking about, because you already addressed the other part. The particular part you're talking about is, again, mentally. As a man, I know what comes to my mind or my mind space when I think of my woman being intimate with another man. And I think most men can identify with what I'm saying. The idea of that sickens me. I wouldn't care if my woman told me, he's such a kind person. I love him. I don't really. I mean, of course, I would care because that means like you're nasty, but I don't care about feelings. Like it's irrelevant. But as soon as I find out that another man's rod was around my woman in any way, it's like she don't belong to me no more. Like that's his now.
No,
you feel me?
Sure. For sure.
So that's the mental space that most men are when we think of our woman being with another man. But I feel like women, that's why I'm asking the question, because I feel like women, they can't really think of it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't think of your man being intimate with another woman. Like, well, he's not mine anymore. Like, come on. To quote Corey Holcomb, I know we can curse on our show, but I don't want to be too graphic. But there's a difference between doing the effing and getting effed, so to speak. There's a difference between doing the effing and getting effed. You getting effed, that ain't the same. That's different.
You let a man humble you rather than your man humbling another woman.
Right.
So it is a double standard in a sense. But I'm what I'm about to respond is more or less for brothers who have a sister, right, who knows that they have multiple wives, but then they argue so much. And sometimes a brother will get to the point where he starts to hate that woman because he doesn't understand why she won't just shut the F up and just accept the fact that he has another woman. He can't understand why. Why is it a problem that I'm going to the club? Why are you asking me these questions? And he doesn't get it. And they fight and fight and fight.
So what I'm saying is, I think that the problem is this, right? And I hate to say it. It almost makes me want to regurgitate when I'm about to say. You understand? Because, but I think that as brothers, I think that it's slightly important to imagine. Imagine one day we woke up and the Lord told all of us that a woman can have multiple husbands and a man could not. And we woke up tomorrow and that was it. That was the new decree unto the Lord. And we had to deal with the fact that all wives could now go and get other men, and we had to deal with it. That pain and anguish that we would have to suffer through, I think it's responsible to understand that that's what all women have to go through too. A part of that they have to deal with, and I think it makes it a little bit easier when you're dealing with your woman, knowing that she's fighting through something that she absolutely hates to fight through. She hates to go through this, just like you would hate to go through it. And I think if brothers understood that, then now it'll make that battle a little bit more easier because you can see where she's coming from. You can see why she's having this problem. You understand why she don't like you going to the club. And maybe you could be a little bit more soft on her because she's battling something that is something that you know damn well you would not battle. You would not do it. If someone said that your woman wanted to have another husband right now, you would blow the whole world up before you ever allow that to happen. But these sisters in here, the sister that you got that is strong enough to stand beside you year after knowing that you got other women, and yes, she may argue, and yes, she may piss you off, that sister is stronger. She's better than most. You understand? And I think that that's something that's important when talking about this topic. You understand? Just understanding where she's coming from, what she's feeling. And we say it all the time. The woman's the weaker vessel. She's withheld from wisdom. She's this, she's weak. But then we sometimes, we forget that. We forget that she's weak. You understand? I can't smack her upside her head because she's wanting to argue about me going to the club with YAHANNA. I can't smack her upside the head because she has a problem with me being on Instagram liking other women's pictures. She is weak and she's battling something that Cardi B would never effing battle.
Right.
Nicki Minaj would never battle.
That's right.
That Glorilla or whatever, whatever celebrity woman you think is the finest woman in the world, they would never ever deal with it. But your woman, she's dealing with it with you. And I think that that's important. I think that we should applaud our sisters who are dealing with it, even if they are even if they are being a dragon sometime. If they having that temper tantrum and they decide to stand with that man and that family he got and all them kids, then that's something that should be rewarded and should never be forgotten. And then we'll let the battle continue on and we'll go to council every single day until we resolve these issues. But I just wanted to add that point. We got a lot of comments, Taiwan. I don't know if anybody else wanted to say anything, or you want to just go straight to the comments.
Go to the comments. Let's hear it.
Iraq said, I think he tried to clarify. He said, Iraq said, sperm reconstructs a woman's DNA to complement her husband. Oh, hold on, Salaki. Right here. Meaning, if a woman is with many men, she carries their DNA into the new relationship. She carries their DNA. She carries their experiences, their memories. I mean, hell, everything she's going to think about is what the last man did for her, what you don't do for her compared to another man, which is why when you jump from man to man, that can be dangerous. Jamesia Salakia says, Salakia, sir, I can't speak for all sisters, but I accepted the fact of multiple wives because I feel that most sisters out here are sharing whether they like it or not. My only thoughts or concerns was having multiple wives not in the truth or not interested in the truth. I feel if he makes you happy, focus on that. Okay, Most High in Christ, sis Shantaray said, I think the dynamic is never explained properly. When I try to explain to my family that my husband has other women, it's automatically seen as if I'm not enough. Well, sister, that's a heavy point. I like that topic. We could talk about that too, but we'll come back. Sienna said, well, sis, you have to find happiness within yourself first, not depend on a man to make you or keep you happy. Shantaray says, truthfully, I was less concerned. And y'all can stop me at any point. right? I'm just reading these. I'm not even giving my opinions. Truthfully, I was less concerned about that as opposed to getting enough of him or him in entirety. That was the hardest part to grasp. Honestly, hey, it sounds. I will say this. I just watched a movie last night. It was called The Lost City of Z. It was about back in the 1900s, 1902 up until 1923. There was a British explorer who had to go into Central and South America and set the map lines, the boundaries of the different countries in South America. While he's going on these voyages, he is gone for 8 years at a time, and he's doing this. He probably made the voyage about 2-3 times. The third time he did it, when he came home, his son was old enough after the British fought the French. After he got his sight back after the war, his son was old enough and said, well, your sight has came back. Let's go and find this city that you never found. And so him and his eldest son, they went out. He had 2 other children, and they went out, and they never found him again. Him and his son came back from that voyage. The mother died in 1956, waiting for her son and her husband to return. They never returned.
Damn.
Well, I say that to say this. You cannot have the entirety of your man for less. It's not just another woman all the time that takes the time away from your man. It could be job. It could be he's a drug dealer. It could be he's a gangbanger. Now he's in prison for 25 years.
Right.
It could be a lot of things that makes a woman not have their man in its entirety. So I think it's important for sisters in the truth to understand that, like, just because your man is out, a couple nights with another woman, you could be monogamous, and you could have a man who goes out and just gets killed. He's just dead, and then that's just the end of that story.
Right?
Because he wanted to be a drug dealer. At least you got a brother who served the Lord, and chances Lord allow that won't happen to him. Let's see. Jamisa said, "Khan." That's where I was going with that. If he's doing what he's supposed to do, then focus on that. Let's see. I think to understand that is hard is what most women want because we can't change it. Con, for sure. This is a lot of comments, man, but I appreciate it. Like, I'm good. Stop one, take over. You got it.
No, I can't take over. You read them comments because that's what we want. We want the comments, man. Yeah. So the comments there's a lot of insight, I think, within the comments. Since I think to understand that it's hard is what most women want because we can't change it, and that's kind of where I was going with the topic of the multiple wives. Right? It's like a lot of sisters, especially if you're in the truth, right? A sister understands that is just what it is. A man can have multiple wives, straight up. But even when you said y'all about us thinking about, well, what if the Lord flipped it? I can only speak as a man. I don't know the experience of a woman. And I'm trying to tell you, my issue would simply be, I know what I do with my woman in my bedroom. The idea of another man ravishing my woman, it's like, it's like the world of my mind would, it's too much. It's just too crazy. That's my woman. I do that to my woman. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else to do it is insane. So I guess what I'm saying is I understand the emotional element. I understand that part. I even understand the family element. One sister mentioned it. I know that your family is going to tell you that, or they're gonna make you think it means that there's something wrong with you, or why would you allow that? You know what I'm saying? Because you're supposed to be enough or something like that. But what I'm curious is if we get down to the nitty gritty, so we get down to the bones of it. When sisters have already accepted, a man can have more than one wife. They're not fighting that no more. It is what it is. A man can have more than one wife. They're in the truth. At that point, what is the thing that makes the prospect of him getting other wives? Because let's say you a sister and your man already has another wife. You didn't dealt with that already. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's tough. You know what I'm saying? You would love to be his only one. He got other wives. But what is it that makes a sister think to herself like, damn, oh, he going out to the club again? This nigga gonna be talking to other women. Oh man, he going to one of them cookouts. He going to that Cali cookout. He gonna be talking to other women. What at that point is the issue? Because I'm wondering, maybe for sisters, it's the same thing as a man. Maybe y'all like don't like the idea of your man being intimate with another woman. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what it is. So that's more so my thinking or what I'm curious about. I wonder if for sisters that works the same mentally in that space, or is it something else, or is it just strictly that emotional thing? Like I don't like the idea of my man being emotionally accessible to other women. And also, is it simply this? And I've asked this before, and I'm gonna land my plane here. If we're being honest, is it just the embarrassment? Because we talk about it all the time, Yarma, and Cap too. How many times have we talked about it on the show that whenever sisters, they man is doing something or talking to other women or something, they say, "Oh, you embarrassing me." I mean, you talking to other. It's embarrassing. I mean, what's the African girl name? Scarlett. She just went on live, and I guess she was, she didn't have her makeup on, and she was kind of at home, and she asked her man, "Do I look pretty right now?" And he was like, "No, not right now." And the whole internet went crazy. She came back and put a post up like, "I apologize to everybody. I am embarrassed. My relationship is now the joke of the world." Like there's something about a woman's relationship with her man and how she presents it to the world that makes it like, oh, I can be embarrassed with with his actions. Whereas with men, we don't really have that much unless our woman, literally.
Do you feel like it's the competition? And I know.
Come on, no. So lock it, bro. I'm gonna cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying like just that thing where it's just like, again, I think I touched on it the last time we had the show about how when we raising our daughters and just kind of cutting back on just telling our daughter how beautiful they are, how they deserve. Like that song was damn, that one's like Daddy bought a diamond pearl, and if that diamond pearl don't shine, Daddy's gonna buy you every goddamn thing in the world. Like I think that subconsciously trains, especially our daughters, to just expect certain things. And I see it, bro. Like again, y'all know me, man. Y'all either love YAHANNA or you hate YAHANNA. But one thing I'm gonna keep it real. Some of these sisters be butt ugly. And they be talking like they Ruby Rose, like they be talking like I don't need nothing.
Not Ruby Rose.
Yeah, I'm just saying like something like it's because it's like I'm looking at you. You're not a dime, like you're probably like a 4 out of 10. But the mindset behind that woman is like, my daddy told me I was a princess. I know I'm that bitch. I know I'm this. I know I'm that. And that behavior, it shows. And that go ahead. What you about to say?
No, bro, Salakia, what you saying is right on point, bro. Like, and I think what you like, that's the culture, and what you're breaking down is heavy because that's like a lot of times the origin of it. See, and that's why people always get confused. A lot of brothers these days on the internet, social media are starting to kind of just say how men feel. A lot of men are saying, well, I care more about respect than love. Now, that's always a weird statement because respect is love. But here's the thing, or can be love. But here's the problem. Most brothers, we don't like growing up. Our whole what makes us valuable as young boys and going into young men is not necessarily how handsome we are. Right. It's always how strong we are, how resourceful we are. Yeah, that's what we think of what makes us a man. So when we become a man, it's like I don't care about if I'm a handsome fellow or whatever, that's cool, but that's not what's gonna make me embarrassed per se. My woman will not embarrass me unless she disrespects me in public. That's what generally makes a man feel embarrassed, right? When a woman disrespects him in public, it makes me look like I'm what? Like I'm weak. That's what we hold dear to ourselves. But women are often taught, not just from their parents, from the Disney movies, from the TV shows, that that everything about them has to be this sparkly diamond spectacle. And if a man does anything outside of that, then she's less of. So if I'm a man and she's not my only woman, well then she can't feel like that bad bitch in the club. You know what I'm saying? She can't feel like that bad bitch who, who goes to the club and get a booth and get bottle service and it's her birthday, it's such and such's birthday bash. Like she can't feel like that if her man got 2, 3, 4, 5 ribs.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
if I'm in the club and I got Rihanna in the club with me,
right,
my woman, and I step out the section to go holler at Ruby Rose, does that make Rihanna any less of a bad bitch?
Yes. No, it's like it. No. Let me clarify.
Like Rihanna ugly as hell now.
The answer is no. It doesn't make her less of that. But in her mind, and the more important thing, in the mind of other women, it will. And I gotta agree with the sister. Hold up, the sister said it. Sister Shauna Ray said, "Embarrassment is always the fact they're not gonna lie." Women are very, very, even if they don't admit it, are very often in some kind of competition with other women. So when a woman goes out, whatever her man is, that's why women don't never want to be with a man that other women don't want. You ever notice that? They never. We talk about it all the time. They never want the man that other women don't want. It'd be some nerdy dude who, been her friend on Facebook for 800 years, and he probably would give her the whole world. He probably would give her everything, do everything for her. Why she don't want him? He may not even be ugly, but why she don't want him? Because he corny. Because he don't got a certain personality that other women find attractive. She can't go out with him and feel proud that, oh, this is my man. Women be low-key wanting other women to want their man. Y'all are not gonna admit it, but it is the truth. Women,
because I feel like that's like part of like the opposite of the embarrassment.
Yeah.
Like when everybody's stunting over that brother walking across the stage, and she see everybody out googly eyes, but like, who is that? Who is that? Oh my God! But then she could say, "Well, yeah, that's my husband.
Mm-hmm.
That's my husband." Like she likes that, but then I think that she just hates when he gives that same attention to another sister. But I think that there's a way around this, man. How do we solve this issue? How do we solve this conflict between a man not only just desiring other women, but him being desired? Like, I use myself. I ain't gonna show you. I'll use myself for this example, right? Because it's not a big deal, right? I may go to the club with Tabuan, and Tabuan is my man. He's not gonna lie to y'all. I told Tabuan many occasions, hey, listen, like when we go to the club, let's not go in here looking for women. Like, fuck that. We're not going in here looking for no women. We're going in here to get drinks, get food, and enjoy ourselves and have a good time amongst each other. Tabuan, am I lying?
That's a fact.
We said that, right? Now, here's the thing. We can't help that if we walk in the club and women are approaching Tabuan. I can't help the fact if they're approaching Hawan or approaching Captain Yagarwa because they think Yagarwa is just so fly with that garment on. You can't help that. But what I guess the question is what in that situation, in that moment, makes your woman tick? How do we fix that from being an issue in our community? Because I think it's a bad issue, and it causes a lot of arguments, and it torments a lot of relationships. But that's my question. How do we fix that? Even if a brother is not even out there going to get the women is coming to him. Matter of fact, so like I'm gonna yield on this. The story with King David, when King David came back from winning the war, and when he won the war, King David danced. He danced because he won the war, and as he danced, all the maidens and all the women, they were staring at King David like, ooh, we look at that nigga right there. We want him. But guess who was peeping all of that? His wife. King David's wife was peeping how all the women was lusting over her husband. And you know what happened? King David took his wife and locked her up in some goddamn castle and then said he was going to go pretty much have sex with the other women since she wanted to have an attitude. Now, instead of doing that, instead of saying, oh, well, you got a problem because you see that women coming and talking to me in the club, well, then, bitch, you ain't never coming to the club ever again. How about that? Stay your ass at home and have a problem at home. Instead of getting to that point, how can we fix it before it gets there? That's my question. That's my question.
Whew. How do we fix again? So make sure I understand what you're asking. You're saying, how do we fix like the mentality of sisters? Like, basically, are you asking how do we stop sisters from being jealous? Is that what you're asking?
Ooh, I mean, you know when you say that word, what sisters gonna say? They're gonna say, I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous. But if that's the word that needs to be used, then by all means.
God, I think that's the word. I do. I think that's the word.
Hey, that was some heavy points y'all brothers just dropping. And then the thing is, it's like, it even tells you in the Bible that, when you go and get another rib, the sister don't have to like it. The ribs you already have, she not gonna have to like. She don't have to like it. She's not gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? But it's something like I said. It takes a special sister, and every sister is special like that. If she's in the truth anyway, she's special, and she can work it out. But she's gonna have to definitely humble yourself and just say, "Hey, wait a minute! It's lawful what the brother's doing. If you go get another rib, it's lawful that he does it.
Right?
It's not like he's going out and sinning against you. You know what I'm saying? Brothers, like I'm speaking for the brothers in the school, of course, and I.S.U.P.K. We have integrity. That we don't go out there and just laying down with any making wives and throwing them away. That'll be a sin. You know, you can't do that. But it's really you got to be responsible with it. Responsible with taking another wife and stuff like that. And like I said, this is why we have the courting process. When you court and you figure out how y'all going to work together, how y'all going to be compatible, how you're going to do things, how you're going to live with both of these women, or three of these women, and how you're going to work everything out. How are you going to work everything out with the kids and everything? You know what I'm saying? So that's a big responsibility. You go and you got to fix that. And you can never think that you're going to fix her feelings where, like, y'all giving those good analogies, you know what I'm saying? Like this and that and there and that. And she's thinking like, every time he go to his upper rib, you know what I'm saying? We got to fight our demons. So that sister got to fight her demon that's coming to her like, oh boy, the way y'all made love the other night, he make it with her the same way or maybe even better.
Right.
How good you felt, she's going to be feeling better. Oh, it's going to be stuff like that. You fighting those demons like that, and the sisters got to be ready for that. They got to understand that that's going to happen. When he goes to see that upper rib, here comes the demons. All right. Man, the demons going to come on her. Oh, man. Boy, y'all had a good time last night. Now he going with blue with her.
Right. Con.
He like, boy, man. So, you know what I'm saying? So the woman has to be ready to fight those demons and be ready to be like, hey, wait a minute. We had a good time. That's right. He going to see his other rib. But hey, I'm sitting here. I'm singing that brother's song. What's up, brother? Hammond song. Giving your best to me. He's giving his best to me. You know what I'm saying? He's giving his best to me. I had a good time, and then he's going to see his other rib, which is lawful most high.
Right.
Don't sweat that. You know what I'm saying? When those demons come, you know what I'm saying? You gotta tell them demons